Here we are with Tuesday's spelling words for November 8th. And first thing that I would start off with is take a look at these words here. What would you say the vowels have in common when I say sneak, drew, tone, bleed, hold, weigh, wave, bind? What are the vowels doing? Because normally vowels will have one of two sounds. What are those two type of sounds a vowel can have? Once you think you see the pattern with each one of these vowels, like what is that vowel, press pause, tell someone, and then press play again to see if you would have gotten it. So hopefully you've pressed play by now, and you'll notice that each one of these vowels is a long vowel. Sneak, you have there, tone, hold, wave. Now with drew, the oo sound there is the sound that a U would give. You can almost hear a oo when you say the letter U. And remember, long vowels always say their name, like bleed and weigh, bind. They always say their name, the vowels will. So there are four categories with this week's spelling. What would you say if you could play with these words and you could group them? There should be a pair with each one of these. What would you pair them with? And this would be another time where I ask you to pause and think about how these words could be paired together. And I'll give you an example. If I had tone, I notice it ends with an E, and I have wave, that also ends with an E. There are vowel patterns where if you have the vowel, any consonant, and then an E at the end, that E makes the vowel long. So that would be one type of pair. Press pause and see if you can figure out the other three. Hopefully you press play again, and you'll notice that when I say like bind, it's just one vowel in there. And think about the patterns that we've talked about with vowels and consonant, with the V's and the C's. You'll notice here that we're going to be working with vowel, consonant, consonant with this kind of pattern. So here I see hold. Hold also has that pattern. Another one is that there's two vowels together. So this kind of pattern here would have the consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant pattern to help make that long vowel. And then lastly, you're left with some patterns that we've studied over the past few weeks. And you might be thinking, well, here's my vowel here, and here's a consonant here. But when we study these patterns, you know that EW together makes a OO sound, and AY makes an A sound. So that's considered a vowel combination. And that is another pattern. Let's see if we can make our patterns up here. So we have the last pattern we haven't looked at yet is the open syllable, the consonant vowel and the consonant vowel vowel. And here both of these words support the consonant vowel vowel patterns, with the EW and the AY being the two vowels. So let's move these back into their right categories. Look like that. We got this over here, and then tone and wave. So let me talk about the open syllable here. The reason why it's called open syllable is because you have the vowels at the very end. There's no consonant afterwards. So when you don't have a consonant there, it's considered an open syllable. Drew, you're ending with a vowel sound. Way, you're ending with a vowel sound. So that's what makes it open. And one example of a consonant and a single vowel would be a word like dry. So these two up here, CVV, this one here, CV pattern. So press pause, see if you can take the rest of these words here and try to think what pattern group they would go into. Hopefully you've pressed play again. And so we have jail, which is A and I together, goes into the vowel vowel. Crew, that's another open one because the vowel ends with it. EW over here. School, two vowels. Feast, two vowels. Soak, two vowels. Steep, two vowels. Wow, there's a lot of two vowels. Light, Light is a very interesting one because we looked at the pattern of GH together, and IGH makes the I sound. When we look at the different patterns, there's no E. Well, there could be two vowels if we consider the G and the H vowel, and it could also be, considered consonant, vowel, consonant. Consonants, GH are consonants, but I would say it would go into the consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant, because the I is a vowel and the GH technically is consonant, but it is considered a vowel when you put it with an I. So IGH are vowels. So light is in that category. Crow is that open syllable. Sold is just one vowel. Grind, one vowel. Seen ends with an E and has a long E in pool. So there you go. There are your categories. Now if you don't have your packet at home, you can simply write down the categories and be ready to talk about what you think the rule would be. So you can simply just take that piece of paper that you copy down these categories on, and then we'll paste it into our packet, and then in our packet tomorrow we can write down what the rule is. But I will ask you, what do you think the rule would be? What long vowel rules do you think we could pull from these patterns?